basically saying that the kids are not safe around Iman. She said Iman be smoking weed around the kids and be forgetting to feed them. One of the wildest parts of the allegations is Tiana says that Iman put the kids in a rideshare in Chicago and had them dropped off at the United Center Arena alone while he had a private driver drop him off.
Just when we thought things couldn't get any more intense, Aaron has crossed a line that no one saw coming. He was caught secretly trying to see Teyana Taylor's daughter without her knowledge. This wasn't just an innocent run-in or a misunderstood gesture. No, this was a calculated move that has left fans, friends, and Teyana herself completely stunned. According to multiple sources close to the situation, Aaron was seen lurking near her child's school and even attempting to get her attention from afar. The moment this news surfaced, it set the internet on fire. People are now wondering, is Aaron becoming obsessed? Is he trying to use Teyana's daughter to force his way back into her life? One thing is for sure, Teyana is livid and she's ready to do whatever it takes to protect her little girl from this shocking betrayal. It all started with a neighbor who noticed something odd. Aaron was reportedly sitting in a car parked near Teyana's house for over an hour. At first, the neighbor assumed he was waiting for someone, but things took a weird turn when Aaron was later spotted near the school playground, well after school hours. Eyewitnesses claim he stood from a distance, trying to wave or catch the child's attention. Thankfully, a school staff member intervened before anything could happen. But the damage was done. The moment word got to Teyana, she exploded with anger and disbelief. This wasn't just inappropriate, it felt dangerous. Aaron had already burned bridges, and now he was trying to squeeze his way back into their lives through a child. That's beyond disrespectful. It's scary. Teyana has always been known as a fierce mother, and this situation proved it once again. The moment she heard about Aaron's stunt, she reportedly made a call that was nothing short of explosive. Sources say she was shaking with both fury and fear, demanding to know what he thought he was doing near her daughter's school. She made it very clear that he was never to come near her child again, under any circumstances. For Teyana, this wasn't about drama or relationships anymore. It was about keeping her daughter safe from someone who clearly has no respect for boundaries. And after everything they've been through, she's not about to let Aaron turn her child into a tool for manipulation. As the story began to spread online, fans wasted no time voicing their opinions. And let's just say they weren't on Aaron's side. People were furious, calling Aaron's actions obsessive and flat-out creepy. Many couldn't believe he had the audacity to show up near a child's school without permission. The comment sections exploded with support for Teyana, with messages like, "This is beyond crossing the line. This is disturbing." Some fans even speculated that Aaron might have been planning to film the interaction for social media clout, which made the situation even more alarming. Whatever his intentions were, fans agree on one thing. Teyana needs to take legal action, and fast. Even though Iman Shumpert hasn't issued an official public statement, those close to the situation reveal that he has been playing a very active role behind the scenes. Iman, who has always prided himself on being a dedicated and hands-on father, is reportedly stepping up even more in light of recent events. Sources say he's become deeply concerned about the safety and emotional health of his daughter after the unsettling behavior exhibited by Aaron. What may have initially seemed like typical celebrity drama has clearly crossed a line into something far more serious, especially for Iman, who views his daughter's protection as his top priority. His response to this incident has reportedly been swift and unwavering. According to insiders, Iman immediately had a private but intense conversation with Tiana Taylor following the incident. Their focus wasn't just on processing what had happened, it was about taking decisive action. He allegedly urged Teyana to increase security measures around their daughter and has made it clear that Aaron should be completely removed from any part of her life. What transpired wasn't viewed as just another emotional outburst from an ex. It was interpreted as a threat, a red flag that couldn't be ignored. And for Iman, this situation has become a wake-up call about what's at stake. As someone who's always maintained a respectful co-parenting relationship, he's now looking into legal protections, reportedly even considering court-ordered restrictions to ensure Aaron has no future contact with their child. For Iman, it's not about jealousy or rivalry. It's about being a father and doing what any responsible parent would do when their child's safety might be compromised. Aaron, for his part, made a half-hearted attempt at damage control that did nothing to help his case. He posted a short emotional video online where he tried to present himself as someone who was simply hurt and misunderstood. He claimed that he just missed her and didn't mean any harm by his actions, but the internet wasn't buying it. Instead of taking accountability, the video came off as manipulative and self-serving. He didn't express remorse or apologize to Teyana. He didn't even acknowledge how his actions might have impacted a child who had no part in the drama. Rather than addressing the seriousness of the situation, he rambled about feeling isolated and lonely, hoping for sympathy instead of consequences. The reaction from viewers was immediate and overwhelmingly negative. Social media erupted with criticism. People saw right through the tears and emotional appeals, calling them crocodile tears meant to deflect responsibility. Comment after comment pointed out that Aaron seemed far more interested in saving face than in understanding the weight of what he had done. For many, the video only confirmed that Aaron lacked the maturity and emotional awareness to handle adult relationships, especially when children are involved. In an age where public accountability is demanded, his vague, emotionally manipulative messaging did more harm than good. Teyana, however, is not one to passively wait for things to settle down or hope that the drama fizzles out on its own. Instead, she's reportedly working closely with her legal team to ensure that the necessary boundaries are not only made clear but enforced by law. Sources say she's preparing to seek a protective order, not out of pettiness or revenge, but out of a very real concern for her child's safety and peace of mind. Legal professionals have reportedly been brought into the fold to explore the best course of action. Not necessarily to press criminal charges against Aaron, but to put in place legal mechanisms that would bar him from having any contact with her daughter moving forward. Teyana's decision doesn't come from a place of vindictiveness. It's rooted in experience. She has dealt with emotional turmoil before, but this time she's drawing a clear line in the sand. This isn't just another celebrity breakup story. It's about a mother choosing to shield her child from instability and possible trauma. Those close to her say she's been incredibly focused and determined during this time, using her energy not for public clapbacks, but to put long-term protections in place. The message is clear. She refuses to let this man create any more disruption in her daughter's life. As the story gained traction, the entertainment community began responding in subtle but telling ways. Celebrities who are close to Teyana took to social media to show their support without mentioning any names. Some posted tweets that read, "Play with a mama's baby, and you'll see the beast come out," while others shared messages about boundaries, self-respect, and the importance of protecting your peace. While none of these posts mentioned Aaron directly, the timing and tone left little to interpretation. It was obvious who and what they were referring to. These quiet acts of support have spoken volumes. In an industry where people are often hesitant to pick sides publicly, it's clear that many have chosen to distance themselves from Aaron. Those who once associated with him have reportedly started unfollowing him on social media, deleting collaborative posts, and removing his name from projects. Behind the scenes, whispers are growing louder. Aaron's reputation is taking a nosedive, and not just with fans. Hollywood insiders are increasingly viewing him as a liability, someone whose behavior has crossed the line in ways that affect not just personal relationships, but professional ones too. In the entertainment industry, where image is currency, being labeled as someone who disregards boundaries, especially where children are involved, is career poison. Brands don't want to be tied to controversy. Studios don't want actors who bring baggage that could compromise production or marketing. Even friends and collaborators don't want to be associated with someone who is being called out for emotional manipulation and disrespect. Aaron's actions aren't just earning him public scorn, they're closing doors. He may not have realized it at the time, but this wasn't just a personal fallout. This was a moment that could very well define his future, and not in a good way. Meanwhile, Teyana is emerging from the situation with strength and clarity. She hasn't made dramatic statements or lengthy posts. She hasn't tried to sway public opinion through performative gestures. Instead, she's taking action where it matters most, through legal channels, through the support of her community, and through protecting the one person who matters most, her child. While the world watches and speculates, Teyana is keeping her head down and moving forward with purpose. She's not seeking sympathy, she's demanding respect. And in doing so, she's showing that strength isn't about making noise. It's about making moves that ensure peace and protection for the ones you love. In this complex and emotionally charged situation, the lines have been drawn. Aaron may have tried to paint himself as a victim, but the public, the industry, and most importantly, the people closest to Teyana are seeing the situation for what it is. What started as a personal issue has become a wider conversation about accountability, boundaries, and what it truly means to protect your family. And in that conversation, Teyana and Iman are standing on the right side of history. Experts online have begun dissecting Aaron's recent behavior, and many are calling it a textbook case of emotional obsession. Mental health professionals on social media have pointed out that his sneaky attempt to reach out to a child without any communication with the mother is a serious boundary violation. Some even warn that this kind of behavior could escalate if it's not legally checked. Fans have shared similar concerns, saying they fear Aaron is spiraling and could do something even more reckless. It's no longer just about a breakup or heartbreak. This is about a man showing signs of obsession, and it's raising alarm bells everywhere. What do you think about Aaron's disturbing move? Was he acting out of love, or has he completely lost his grip on reality? Should Teyana file that restraining order immediately? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another update. This situation is far from over, and with each new development, Teyana is making it clear. She's a mother first, and she's going to protect her daughter at all costs. Stay tuned, because things are only getting more intense from here.